Get the camera so y'all can see it better. Okay. So sorry for the delay. I know I said I'd be on here earlier, but I had to eat something. Y'all had the deed. I don't know if you are allowed to even say that on here, but it was kicking my behind, and I needed to eat something. I had to take my medicine and something. And I wanted to make sure that I at least had the tips on here. Let me see if I can get closer, because the live shows me closer, but y'all don't. See if I can focus this at a better angle. Alright, so we're going to be doing polygel, and that's it. We're going to be finishing up. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are going to be finishing up. Please don't forget to subscribe, stop in and say hi. So we're going to be doing the other hand of that set, and that will be going up on our website. And I know that everybody is used to seeing people do the press-on sets on the little, let me see, where is it at? I have the press-on stand, this right here, but it does not work for me. If somebody can give me a tip on how to do it on here, I have tried everything, but when you are doing polygel and you have to use the alcohol, it will just fall right off and it's just too aggravating. So I'd rather just do it on the hand and take them off, and then that's it. But yeah, how have y'all been doing? I hope y'all are having a good day. Hopefully y'all are. What I'm using is Goy, and you can go to Astrofluent storefront. You can see the items that I am using. Y'all, let me tell you about getting the storefront open. It was crazy. So it gave me so many different options, and I wanted to open up the storefront because I really didn't want to have to put like the links in there. And I know, as somebody that buys on Amazon all the time, I would rather go onto a storefront of somebody's and see all the stuff that they have, then I have to click each one and the link. I didn't want to do all that stuff. Like, and I was just thinking about y'all, like how I don't like to do stuff like that. Um, I wasn't gonna try and make y'all do the same thing. So I ended up, Rambo, wavy. Sorry. Those are my two little badass dogs. Um, so anyways, I went ahead and I stayed up till 2. No, that's a lie. I stayed up till 4 o'clock in the morning trying to get the storefront open. Finally, they approved me and we got it open. So I'm still putting up more things that I use. And I have some videos that I have to upload. But it's, just to be fully transparent, it's so hard to be consistent when you have to work a full-time job. And then life be life, and so I was like, you know what? The best way for me to do this is just go on live and just be able to just do it this way and just do my nails. I even tried to do the set and record it. Tell me why my storage got full. I lost the footage. It was so ridiculous. I was like, oh, that's it. I'm just going to keep going on live because I'm not doing this no more. And I tried to go on, I wanted to go on TikTok, but then TikTok, every time I say one word, I swear I just be saying hell, and then my live gets restricted. So I was like, nope, I'm not doing that. So I said, screw that. I'm just going to do what I was like, you know what? I love it on YouTube. This is where my heart is. It's always been here. Um, we had a couple videos go viral on our TikTok, but my heart has always been here. This is where I wanted to grow. This is where I wanted to build my community. So I was like, you know, I'm just going to put all my energy into. I still will be posting on TikTok, like the end product and stuff like that, but this is where I want to build my community, is on YouTube. And the reason why I even do polygel is because I cannot do the monomer smell. I can't. I just can't. Um, and polygel works just as good for me. I love it. I don't have to worry about like the ingredients going up my nose. Um, yeah, so and I love the fact that when you use polygel, it does not harden until you put it in the UV lamp. You can mess with it until you get it perfectly right. Hi. Hi, Megan. MC Chan Davis, 7813. Oh, thank you so much. Not too much. I want to use. How can you do? Hi, can you do cat eye nails, please? You know, um I do have cat eye. Um, oh, I have to finish this set so we can put it up on the website. But I do have some cat eye gels that are coming in the next few days. So I will definitely do that. I will promise you that I will do some cat eye nails in my next set. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and now one thing that I do love about this as well is that uh, like I said, you can get this done in the best way possible. You can keep playing with it until it's to your liking. And it don't always have to be so perfect, because the filing, girl, especially if you are a beginner, the filer will always help you get your babies on point. So we're gonna put that in there. Hey, Rashida. Hey, love it or leave it, Rashida. Not too much on my nephews. All right, Megan, bye. So that's my sis. What happened? What you talk about? What happened? What you talking about your nephews? But I try to do the 1B method. Oh, when you were talking about Rambo. When I was talking about Rambo, they so bad. Boy. And they so funny. They've been trying to get in here, but because I had the vid, when I had the vid, yeah, they were like going crazy when I opened the door and they saw me go out the door, but I was like, no, sorry, I'm in isolation. So I know they can't wait for me to be out of isolation. Now, when I'm doing the polygel, I try to stick with the 1 bead method. And I do like to make them a little thick. I'll show you my nails. I do make them on here, and then I use them as press-ons, and girl, they last for, if I really want to, I can have them on for at least 6 weeks. So, because I was trying to do the non-dominant hand, and it would really irk my nerves how the left hand came out so good, because I was using my right hand to do it. But then my left, when I would do my right hand on the, with my left non-dominant hand, it looked like 2 different people did my nails, and I was like, nope, this is not gonna work for me. So I just started making them as press-ons, and then I started doing them and just putting them on. Now this glue, I'm gonna tell y'all, is life. Okay, right here, this glue right here is life. It's called Curve Life, And I have to put it on the storefront. I'm going to add it to the storefront today. But this right here, Curve Life, it comes with the remover and the glue. This glue will last, oh my god. And it's thick, so it doesn't run like regular nail glue. And I'm thinking about adding those onto our website instead of in our press-on packages, having just a regular nail glue. Because I've seen Sally's and I've tried the Sally's nail glue compared to that nail glue. And let me tell ya, girl, that nail glue, it is something serious. Like Sally's is really good. It's lasted me, the Sally's nail glue usually lasts me like 3 to 4 weeks. But this nail glue will last me up to 6 weeks. And it don't go nowhere. And I'm going to show you how thick my nails are when I put this one in the UV light, just so you can see how thick my nails are. Okay, so that one's done. So let me show y'all real quick what I'm talking about. Okay. Look how thick. These are thick. Okay, I like them thick. They ain't going nowhere. Nowhere. Okay. But yeah, that glue I'm definitely gonna put up on there. I'm definitely thinking about getting in contact with them, so when we have our press-ons, because me and my sister Sheeta, we both went. Well, I sent her one so she could try on as well, and she loves the glue. Like, it popped right off. The glue remover just popped them right off. And when she used it, it worked perfectly for her. So, and I was telling her, I was like, girl, that is it. That is what we have to sell with our press-ons. Yes, it does work like magic. I couldn't believe it because when I first got it, it was like $10. I was like, well, you know what? And it only had like 2 or 3 reviews on it. But I always go with my intuition. And if you look at the channel, I am spiritual. And I just went with my intuition. Like, I was like, all right, let me try this. And it worked. And I was like, oh my God, it was so good. So ever since then, I was like, that's it. So what's been going on in y'all lives? Let's chop it up like we at a real beauty shop. Anything new? And I know some people do the patting motion when it comes to the polygel. I don't know. I like to do the pat and drag, and that's what works for me. And I think that everybody needs to do what works for them. Whatever works for you, do. But I'll tell you a little bit about what's going on in my life. Um, I've definitely been having um, some, I hate to admit it, but some fear about following my dreams. But I'm one of those people that even if I have fear, I walk with so much faith that I'm still going to go with it, even if I have some fear behind me. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? I know it may sound contradictory, but I feel like when you come out of your comfort zone, it's always going to feel a little bit scary. Yes, exactly. Yes, you do it even if you're afraid. Exactly. And that's how I feel too. Like, you just got to keep going, even if you are afraid. I don't want to, I don't want to like stop because I'm nervous about what's going to happen. Like, everyone that has ever followed their dreams and followed their passions, they didn't have a foolproof plan. They just had faith and they just knew that they were going to go after their dreams. That's it. Now, you do have to have some type of plan, um, but so that it can work out, of course. But I just had so many dreams, and some of these jobs are so damn draining that when you start working on your dreams, it's hard for you to work on your dreams and give give it all, like give your all to your job too, because they really do want to make you work like a slave. And then I can't stand how they be trying to have you in fear-based energy too. Like, you always got to be in fear something's gonna happen. I was watching this one girl, and I don't subscribe to like the chosen one thing. um but something had told me to uh watch this video, and because I truly, the reason why I don't subscribe to the chosen one thing is because I truly believe that everyone's here for a reason. I truly believe that everyone is special in their own way, and there is a reason why we're all here. I do believe that we are all chosen ones. When you think about the fact that you beat other sperms, like, it's like what, one out of like a million, billion, something like that, for us to be here. And we all have lessons and stuff to learn. And we all have lessons, and we all have things that we grow from. We all have things that we have to do that are intertwined with other people's lives. So I don't really like to subscribe to the chosen one thing, but getting back to it, um, listen, you will understand how I think. I be all over the place, but just stick with me and you'll be able to understand what I'm saying. Um, so I truly believe that everybody is here for a reason. I don't really try to subscribe to the chosen one thing, but something told me to watch this because it said, chosen ones cannot keep their jobs. And so when I started watching this, it was so crazy because I had lost my job like 4 times this year. And the girl was talking about a lot of the chosen ones um cannot keep their jobs because we walk with authority. Now, again, like I said, I truly believe that we're all chosen ones. I don't believe that some are just here for no reason. I think we're all special in our own special way. But it did hit a nerve because I cannot tell you how many times I have went into a job, been doing what I'm supposed to be doing, minding my own business, and somebody really does think that I'm trying to take their position. And she was talking about that. She said most people that are chosen ones, they are given the authority, so they have a big presence about themselves. And she was talking about that, and you actually keep to yourself. They They really keep to themselves. Um, and they don't even want to be at work, like, because that's not where they want to be. They want to be doing something else, but they're just trying to go into work. They're not trying to bother anybody. They keep to themselves. And I was like, that's me. But I can't tell you how many times somebody, like, they hire me because they see how good I am. I'm awesome at the interview. They see how good I'm gonna be as a worker. Then the first 90 days, I'm doing great. Like, listen, before this job, oh my God, I literally had gotten a raise. Tell me how 2 weeks later, you give me a raise, I get let go. How does that make sense? Why would you give me a raise to let me go in 2 weeks? And I was doing great. I didn't have no problem, nothing. But then all of a sudden, there's a problem. Like, what? That had me baffled. Yeah, so dumb. Like, it just never made any sense to me. So, even though I didn't subscribe to it, like, even though I don't subscribe to the chosen one thing, like I said, I do think that some of us are just not made to be in the workplace. We're meant to be creatives, we're meant to be entrepreneurs. Um, I do believe that, and God will continue to push you. um, and until you, because I truly believe that God will not put something in your heart, and I strongly believe this. God will not put something in your heart that's not made for you. If there is something that is just constantly, you're constantly thinking about, you can lose yourself in hours and you're getting drained at work, you can make that into a business, baby. You can, you truly can. Follow your passion and the money will follow, you know. But a lot of things that you have to work on, and something that I learned was, working on my on trauma and stuff that I had, especially with um having to sacrifice a lot when it came to people pleasing. Even for my family, I had to sacrifice a lot just so that my family could be happy and comfortable. And now they're old enough, and I've gotten so used to still sacrificing just to make my family comfortable. And now they're older and grown, that I'm like, okay, I don't need to sacrifice like I used to. I can actually do what I want to do, but I'm still stuck with the fear, you know? And I don't think that there's anything wrong with having the fear. Just do it with you being scared, anyways. That's it. Just do it with you being scared. Do it anyways. You're not alone. There's plenty of people that don't know how to start their business. There is so much knowledge on YouTube, free knowledge, free game, There is free AI tools that help you. ChatGPT is such a um, such a gold mine that can help you, and you don't have to actually pay anybody to give you. Now, I ain't trying to, knock anybody's hustle, but you don't have to pay anybody to find out this information. You can get the information yourself, especially if you're trying to uh, start from the bottom up, and you don't have startup money. But there is so much free game out there, and start it off yourself. But it is hard. It's so hard for you to start on your own journey, and go after your passions when you're scared of losing your job that's not even secure, because God, at least for me, it's showing me no job is secure. Because I'll be doing good and then I'll be let go, and then I have to go looking for another job. Then I go into a depression, and it's ridiculous. But yeah, um, that's just my 2 cents on that. But I do think that we're all special and we're all creatives in our own way. And you should follow your heart, follow your passion. And you'll see things will work out. It may not happen overnight, because a lot of people don't see that things don't happen overnight for people. People have actually been working on their craft for a while. And but you'll see your dreams will come true. And that's the only thing that I will say. Like, when I look back, and I challenge you, whoever's listening, whoever's hearing this right now, I challenge you to look back at all the times you wanted something real bad and you pushed yourself to get it and you made it happen. So don't ever underestimate yourself, because I think we do that as a collective. We tend to underestimate ourselves because of our own fears. But if we look at all the times that we've made the craziest things happen, whether it was you didn't have money for the rent, money for an electricity bill, money for anything, let's just say food, and somehow you just made it happen. Or any other accomplishments that were so hard for you to make happen, and you made it happen. That is what keeps me going. And this is the only reason why I be kicking your little nephews out of the room, because then I end up with their little hair in my stuff. But yeah, I just tell you to go after your dreams. Don't let anybody tell you that it can't happen. Not even yourself. You know, work on those parts of yourself that, and go back on those parts. Try to get to the root of it. Where did that thought process start? What happened to you? I just challenge you to look at those parts of yourself that you really couldn't, that you look back, and when you did have that negative mindset. And it's not to not to say that it's easy to get over a negative mindset, because when you've had trauma, or you've just had things happen to you back to back, and it's been difficult to get through, just, go back and look at when did that actually happen. um and there's things that you can do. There's affirmations that you can do for yourself, to help you. Like, you put stickers. One thing I used to do was put sticky notes around my room, so that when I would wake up, I would see, you're brave, you're strong. Does it always work? I ain't gonna lie. No, it doesn't always work. I'm not gonna sit up here and lie. You're still gonna have those times where, because there's toxic positivity, and I don't subscribe to that either. I do think that, um, I do think that, you have to, uh, you still have to understand that there is, where you have to be realistic to a certain degree. Do you have to be delusional to make your dreams come true? Yes, you do have to be a little delusional to make your dreams come true, okay? Because there has to be some type of delusion in you for you to keep going. And some people may not agree with me. I really don't care. But I'd rather be delusional all day and make sure that I'm delusional enough to keep pushing myself to make it come true. But I have heard some dope quotes that were like, "You're only delusional until it becomes a reality," and that is something that has stayed with me since I've started, like, truly going after my dreams. I've been talking about it for some time now, but every time something went viral, every time something would come up as an opportunity, I would just get so scared. And I felt like it was God that was showing me, like, you know, look, like, this is for you. Like, you need to be getting on this. But I don't know what it was. I mean, I know it was fear, but I started thinking about my family, and, like, oh my God, so what is this going to do to my family? Like, I've seen so many, like, horror stories with people that become influencers, and of course that goes back to the negative mindset, and I'm still working on that. I'm not gonna lie. Like, do I have faith? Man, I walk with so much faith. And like I said, it can be contradicting what I'm saying, but you can have faith and still have a negative mindset. And I was still scared, you know? It was just so crazy. Like when I think back to it, it would be like, something would go viral and then I'd be so excited, and then I'd be like, okay, okay, this is going good. This is going great. All right, let's keep going with this. And then I would just stop. It's like, and then I have BPD, borderline personality disorder. So that didn't help either, because then I would go into a episode, or I would be having an activation through my spirituality, because I am a psychic and a medium. Ugh. So it was just a lot, y'all. Like, good God. It was a lot, y'all. Needless to say. I just want to be able to stop doubting myself, and just because even when I've put all of my all of my um what's it called? What am I trying to say? Even when I put all my effort into what I wanted to do, something would happen. But I've also learned, like, you have to know divine timing as well. And maybe that wasn't the time for it. Um, and I'm not gonna lie, I don't think I would have been ready for it. I think I would have ran from it as well. Cause that's what I kept on doing, was running from my own light. And I can't tell you how many times people have tried to dim my light. And one thing I will tell anybody that is listening: don't let anyone dim your light. If somebody around you is not happy for you, don't let them dim your light. Love your transparency, sis. Those activations be something serious. Yo, they really do. But yeah, don't let anybody. Sometimes you have to move in silence. I'm one of those people. It's funny because my sis is one of those people that she likes to move in silence. I like to move in silence too, to a certain degree, right? Because I truly believe that your words are powerful. So um, I like to speak what I'm going to do out loud as well. But there are people that you shouldn't tell your next moves to. And that's where your discernment comes into, you know. You have to be able to discern who are the people that are meant to, that are really truly there for you, and really want to see you win. If those people are only around when you doing good, then people ain't there to see you win. They want to reap the benefits of when you win, but they don't want to see you win. Hi. Yeah, 1212. Thank you for stopping by. Please don't forget to like and share the live. Thank you for commenting. Yeah, I've had my foot on my own neck, okay, because I'm so tired of repeating the same. Okay, so we're done with this one. One thing I always like to look at as well is on both sides to see how both look. But yeah, I've had my foot on my own neck because I don't want to keep repeating the same cycle. And I don't want to. And listen, I'm at that 90-day mark or past that 90-day mark with my job when everything is going to start acting funny and being funny soon. So I'm trying to prepare myself and save up all my coins that I possibly can and move forward with the business because I'm just so tired of repeating the same cycle over and over again. I'm just ready to break free. But yeah, I really challenge y'all to, whoever is listening, it's meant for you to hear. Just know that really discern who's around you. If you have dreams and you have told certain people about your dreams, and they have shut you down, they're not somebody that you need to tell your dreams to. There's somebody that you just need to keep at a distance, even if it's your family. I don't tell my family everything. I have my sis right here. She's not blood family. But she's blood family. I've made her my blood family. Um, and I've become her blood family, you know? But just go after. But yeah, so now we're going to start the filing. Yeah, don't let anybody get between you and your dreams, even yourself. Because like I said, I've had my own foot on my own neck. Just because I'm fighting my own demons and my own negative doubts. Okay, so one thing that's really cool if y'all don't know, I gotta put this on the storefront too, Afro-Fluent Culture. This right here will save you from having to buy filters all the time. Okay, you get this right here. And this is a filter cover, and look at all of that. And if you've done polygel before, you know there is so much. This is like so little compared to the when I start doing these ones, how much you're going to see how much dust collects. But let me get a new filter cover. And they're at a really good price. I believe there's like 200 of them for like $5 or $10. Don't quote me. Don't quote me until I put it on the store. Because I don't want y'all to be like, you said. No, I didn't. Yes, I did. And you got me on recording too. So, but, all right. I think we're going to use 180 grit to get them together because they are in really good shape. Once you actually start mastering the application, then the filing is a breeze. So, and this is on the storefront.